Sioux Falls police are investigating a fraud case targeting an elderly victim. Authorities say an 88-year-old man lost about $40,000 after a scammer tricked him into believing his computer and bank account had been hacked. The victim was instructed to withdraw cash in 2 separate trips and then drop it off at locations provided by the scammer. Police say no arrests have been made and the investigation is still ongoing. To hear more about how to spot these scams before it's too late, check out a recent episode of Dialogues with Dakota News Now when Sam Shower sat down with Mary Michaels from AARP to discuss scams and how to avoid them.